Hello, everyone. It's Wade Franson back with another sneak peek for Created in the Image of God. This time, it's the April Fool's Day show, April 1st, with Gunner Lindbloom. He's known as the Gifted Gangster. He was once an enforcer for the Detroit Mafia. Why would we have this man on a show called Created in the Image of God? Well, he had inspiring events while he spent 13 years in prison and transformed into a best-selling writer full of faith. Come with us to this episode to learn about second chances and perseverance and faith in God. Welcome to the studio, Gunner.
Thanks for having me. Except I think this is the wrong day. April Fool. I'm just April Fools and you. I'm just kidding. Thanks for having me. I appreciate you.
Well, one of the things I love about you is your ability to approach things with a smile and a little bit of a sense of humor. So how is it that you have recovered from being in the mafia and all the stories and 13 years in prison? How is it that you have this attitude today of looking at life with a twinkle in your eye and a smile and success?
Well, first of all, I was never in the mafia, so I was associated with the mafia as my family, and I was around it all my life. When I became a criminal in my teens and 20s, some of those old gangsters were like, "Hey, you want to make some money?" And I said, "Yeah." And I was already a bad kid, but not a great kid. I was just in a lot of trouble. I think I had 8 felonies by the time I was 17, so that's the kind of kid I was. But then, in prison, I turned it around. I gave my life to God, and it sounds very cliche, but it's not. God found me when I was in solitary confinement for 19 months, spoke to my heart, told me he would protect me and that I had a gift, and that gift was writing. And so it just led to everything I have today. My whole life, my wife, my home, everything. It all started at that moment.
Well, so thank you for clarifying that. I guess that's why you ended up in prison, because the guys in the mafia, right? They're maybe a little bit more protected, right? And you got cut loose. I don't know. I don't necessarily want to get into that side of the story in this sneak peek, but what I do want to ask is about that wife you mentioned. You met her while you were still in prison, right? And so you had kind of an inside-outside dating relationship. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, long story short is I was writing novels in prison. A friend of mine who was a man of God, who was inspired by God himself to reach out to me years earlier, had robbed the guy 8 years before I went to prison. And then God touched his heart, he said he wants to look out for you. So he sent me money for paper and pens. For the next 6 years, I wrote about a book a year. He was really blown away. He posted samples of my 6th book, To Be a King, on Facebook. A woman who worked for a publisher stumbled across them, read them, say they were really good, like to read the full manuscript. I had somebody send her the full manuscript. She was blown away, said it was the best book she ever read. And essentially, we became pen pals after that. She was going to help me get published, and we just started writing letters more and more and more. And slowly but surely, we fell in love, and she waited almost 7 years for me.
Wow. So we are not fooling. Show up for Created in the Image of God on April 1st for an hour with Gunner Lindbloom, former mafia enforcer, man of God, survivor of prison. You don't want to miss this episode. See you there.